It's the first time that I'm gonna be replacing the main board, okay? I don't even know what I'm doing here, but it's the first time I'm gonna be replacing one. First, I'm removing all these 3 screws here. There was 2 screws here, 2 little screws that I have to remove this part, okay? So the first 2 screws are to remove this, and then I'm removing all the screws here on the side, all the top screws and all the ones on the other side. That way I can remove this blue cover here. Okay, honestly, like I said, it's the first time that I'm doing it. By the way, I have to make sure the power was off, so the switch is off, but I also disconnected a cable here, and my power's off here. And after that, I can just remove the cover and keep disconnecting. Okay, but it's the first time that I'm doing one of these main boards. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna pause the video to remove that cover because I'm recording with one hand and I'm doing everything, recording and doing the work too. Okay, so I'm gonna be removing the cover now. Well, it looks like there's gonna be a lot of work to get to that main board, because as I can see, that main board is under all this. So I have to remove all the components to get to the main board. That way I can take it out. Man, that looks like a project. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm talking about, but see, this is the part that I'm putting, okay? And it's under all this. That's the main board. That is under all this. The main board is under this here. So in order for me to replace it, I have to remove whatever is on top of it to get to it. And that way I can take it out. Whew, it does look like a project. And I'm gonna be doing this on 2 units. And after that I'll be doing it to 1 more, because we have 3 units that are out, but I only have parts for 2. Well, wish me luck. If it works, then I get to call you, Cindy, and just let you know that it's working. That way you can send me the next main board. But it's a lot of work, as I can see here. So I'll take some pictures and make sure that I'm doing it right. Well, guys, without knowing what I'm doing, first I remove 3 screws here to remove this board here. And after that, I'm gonna remove that screw there. And then I will be removing this stuff. That way I can get to this part here. After I get to that part, then I'll be able to see what else I need to remove. But anyway, that was the first 3 screws that I removed to loosen up this board. So I'll remove the other one and take out this little metal plate. And well, and then I'll keep going. I'm probably gonna mark this too because they're black. I don't know if there's any type of polarity on those. Just in case, I'm gonna mark it and I'm gonna put the okay, and I'm gonna put let's say a white mark on this one, and I'm gonna call it the right side, whatever. So that way I'll put it back together the same way. But like I said, it's the first time that I'm taking apart one of this. Okay, so this one's already loose, so it's just a matter of taking off that screw. By the way, after removing this screw here, to take off this plate, I have to remove these 2 screws on the outside. Okay, so let me pause this. And I was right. After removing these 2 screws here on the side, the bracket comes off. Okay, so first you remove the one that goes here in the middle, and then the 2 from the outside, and then you can take it off. I'll be removing these little plastic clips to be able to take off this black paper. It's kind of like a shroud, for the fence. So I'll be removing those little clips to get it all loose, and then from there I'm gonna take off these two cables here. That way I can actually see if I can actually take it off, or see what is it gonna take to take it off. And then after I'm able to see what is under, then I'll know how to go. I removed the clips already, all these little plastic clips. They're already all removed, and I already marked this cable with white tape, and I know that goes on the right side. And now I'm gonna loosen up this take off these 2 nuts, and then go from there. I mean, I should be able to, like I said, to take it apart and put it back together. So we'll see. I'll keep going right now. I guess I was right. After removing the clips and those 2 cables, I'm able to move this. So that's actually a good sign. I guess I'm doing good. Let me see if I can remove this from this side, but I need to check to see what else is holding it. Anyway, I'll pause this video and I'll keep going. And I was right. It does come off. You see? it does come off. After you remove those clips and the two cables here in the middle, there's nothing else holding it. You just need to line it up, you know, to put it back together the same way. But that's what it is. It just comes off real easy. And it looks like I need to remove this, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one here, this one, and this one. Several screws or several bolts for this to come off. But as I can see here, this one has kind of like silicone or glue on this side, and this one is just connecting here. So I might be able to remove this one and disconnect this one here. Oh, but it looks like it has glue. But anyway, I might be able just to move it out of the way. So we'll see right now. If I can just move everything out of the way, I can get to the main board. But I might have to remove this other component here to get to the main board. But we'll see after I remove this one. I had to remove the capacitor that I put before in order to remove this panel. See, capacitor, I put it before. Now I have to take it off because these cables actually grab from this board. Okay, these cables grab from this board. I'm kind of like wondering about this because they sent me the main board and I'm surprised they didn't send me this board first to replace it, and then if that wasn't the problem, then the main board. But they first sent me the main board, but I'll do whatever they want me to do. Okay, that was the warranty department, the tech support. So anyway, this one's already loose, but I had to loosen up this terminal here in order for me to remove this board or put it out of the way. But the problem is every time, I mean, when they put something like this together, it's actually good. You're talking about quality control. See, they put glue or some type of glue on it. And normally when you have something put together like that, it's hard to take it apart because you have to remove the glue first. That way you can disconnect it. So this board won't come off unless I remove the glue from this little terminal here and probably another one up here. That way I can just put it out of the way because the cable is long enough just to put it on the side. I was able to remove all this glue from this connector here to take it apart. So now the board is loose, but I still have to do the same to another one up there. That way I can move this board out of the way. So anyway, I'll keep going. This is hard to do it, but I have to. If I'm replacing the main board, for sure I have to remove that connector there because that's actually grabbing the main board, and this board needs to be out of the way to be able to remove the main board. So anyway, this connector here needs to be removed. I used some long nose pliers to remove all the glue from this connector. So now I think I should be able to take it apart. And sure enough, after removing all that glue from there, it came apart. So this is the one here. I guess I'm gonna need some type of glue to put this together after I'm done. So let's hope this fixes the problem with my inverter. Like I said, it's totally dead. There's no power at all. And the other two are the same way. The good thing about it is the tech support and the people that sold me these units, I guess the manufacturer, everybody's willing to help. And that's great. Because what I need to do now, like I said, they sent me the parts to replace the main board. And what I need to do is basically just take it apart and find a way of taking it apart and putting it together and then give it a try to see if it works. Let's hope this fixes the problem. So far it's looking good. I'm getting to where I need to get, you know. I already removed this part. I mean, the part that was here is here sitting on the side. I think I need to remove this other part here. I need to remove this part here, like I was saying at the beginning. So if I need to remove it, I have to remove it. Not much more I can do. So I need to get to that now. The other thing that I'm noticing that is this Ethernet connector is actually connected also to main board. So you guys can see here, this is connected to the main board. So I had to remove that glue also to take this one off. That way I can move this one out of the way. Because if I take out the main board, it needs to disconnect from here. So, well, let me remove that glue before I start removing all this side.